Another day flipping cars for profit, and today we're spray painting my truck. I just had this truck painted last week, and in order to cut down on price, I didn't have them paint the lower section of these doors or the inside jambs. I'm not going to paint the inside jambs because I don't think it sticks out too much, and I also don't think it's one of those things that would stop someone from buying this truck. Of course, I bought the wrong color paint at first, but then I went to O'Reilly's and I picked up this exact match. I love having to sand my fresh paint, but we're going in with 1000 grit and some water just to roughen up that surface so that the new paint that I put on will stick better. I also taped it off at the top so we don't have any oopsies. Once I'm content with the sanding, I'm going to go ahead and mask everything off. I should also note that I decided not to pull this trim piece off because the paint shop didn't pull it off when they painted it black. And why would I give myself more work to paint something that's just going to get covered back up? The other reason I don't want to paint the inside of these doors is because that's going to take a lot of prep work and masking things off and just waste my time in general. I'm trying to get this thing sold within the next week so that I can start considering other projects and reinvest some of that money into my Land Cruiser. I've had this truck for about a month and I could definitely be working a lot faster, but because it spent a week and a half at the paint shop and I got that Land Cruiser, I've kind of pushed the truck to the back burner. But now with the Land Cruiser getting new brakes, it's time to wrap this truck up so I can sell it. You can see we have a deep dent there, but I don't care. The amount of work that would go into Bondo and all that is not worth it. This is an old truck and that's barely noticeable when you're standing near it, so we'll forget about it. I did 2 coats of primer, 3 coats of the gold, and then I'll hit it with a couple of coats of clear. I felt like the pressure was pretty low for this paint job because it's at the bottom of the door. Not to mention it's a 30-year-old truck, so I'm not stressing too much. Before that clear coat enamel dries, I want to pull the tape because if it hardened, it would make my edges really uneven. And look at that, perfect. I'm very happy with the way that this paint turned out. There's no runs or orange peel or uneven edges, so I guess that's a sign that I'm learning something after all this work. But we can see that the color's off. The new painted section is clearly yellower than the other sections, but you can see from where we started, it's a hell of a lot better. And I think even with it being a different shade, it looks better than just being black. I get an A for effort. You can see here, this is probably what the truck originally looked like. After 28 years of this thing sitting in the sun, all the colors have faded. Also, let me know if that little front section is worth painting. I don't know, you don't really notice it. But like I said, it's a 30-year-old truck. I'm just going to have to rub some dirt in there and make it blend. Thank you for watching.